dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Touchdown, 49ers! Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Alert 3. 26, Mike. 26. Here we go, G.
2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. What's good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 9 now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Richard. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. And he's loose again. Touchdown, 49ers. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's the 2nd touchdown return of the game. And yes, we're only in the first quarter.
How about that for a start? So he's on pace for 8. You think he gets there?
I don't see how. But right now, he's got to like what he's getting done.
Yeah, he likes it. His team loving it. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he is met in his... On the draw, Richard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Niners 28, Dolphins 0. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. This is Richard, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up a screen for Breida. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, Richard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Richard, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready? 8-3. Check 52's to mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 5.
Now a fake on the touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 42, Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. I got you. I got you.
Now a handoff to Richard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Come on, set. Ken Lobo. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. You run. Check 31. Check down.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll set up to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big pickup of 38.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a give to Richard. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about how.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half,